students. In previous class we studied about cell, its structure and functions. So in that lesson we studied about cells. Okay, cells and cell organelles. Okay, so here in this lesson, okay, the lesson today we are going to learn plant tissues. So what is a tissue? We are going to learn. So before that we have to do some activities. So you have to answer to some questions. So here you have given one table in your textbook. Okay, so here first one is function. Function, the name of the parts in plants. Okay, first one, absorption of water from soil. Which part of the plant absorbs water from the soil? Absorption of water from the soil, roots. Next, exchange of gases. Okay, exchange of gases takes place through stomata present in leaves. Here next one, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, the process of photosynthesis goes in leaves, green parts of the plant. Green parts of the plant. Next, transpiration. Transpiration already you have learned in 6th class. The excess water present in the leaves evaporate through stomata is called as transpiration. Already I explained you in 6th class. So the transpiration also takes place through stomata only present in leaves. Next, reproduction. Reproduction in plants goes with some seeds. In some plants by seeds, in some plants by stems, in some plants by roots, and in some plants by leaves. Okay, so like this the different parts of the plants do reproduction. Okay, next, now here we have given some questions. You have to answer that questions. How can the plants perform all the life processes? They perform the all life process with the help of different parts of the plant. Next, is there any specific arrangement of cells in the plants that help in carrying out these processes? So there is different types of parts in the plant body. In the plant body there are different types of parts. So here leaves, stem, branches, roots. Okay, these are all there. So in that different cells are present in different parts. Okay, so with that only they are performing different functions. Okay, next, again here we have given the topic now. So that about, let us try to find out more about the arrangement in the cells. So how they are arranged in different cells, let us see. So first of all, in cells in onion peel. So first of all we are going to discuss cells in onion peel. So this activity already we did in previous class, in 8th class also we did. So this one you observe the cell arrangements like this. So if you take one onion peel and if you cut it, okay, then again you have to peel it like this, then you have to take the peel of the, you have to stretch like this and take the peel of the onion peel, then keep on the slide and add 1 drop of glycerin, 1 drop of water and cover it with cover slip and make it straight with the, before covering with the cover slip you have to make it straight with the help of brush and cover it with cover slip and remove the excess water with the help of blotting paper and again observe under the microscope. Then you can see the arrangement of cells in onion peel like this. So you can see the gap in between the cells here. Okay, intercellular space here is there. keep on the slide and add 1 drop of water, cover it with cover slip and observe under microscope, and you can see the picture like this under the microscope. So you can see here the group of cells. You can see here the group of cells. Okay, the group of cells. Here we can see that the group of cells are called as tissues. Okay, again here are all the cells are similar in shape. How are the cells are arranged? Here you have to know one thing. So here all cells are in same shape? No, some are in different shape. And is there any how they are arranged? There is an intercellular space here. And in between these, all cells are not in same shape, and they are arranged tightly here in between these. Okay, so like this. Are all cells similar here also? No. Is there any difference in their arrangement? Yes, in onion peel there is a gap in between the cells, but in bitter leaf there is no gap in between the cells. Next, what can we infer from the above activities? We can say that all cells in all plants and in all parts of the plant body are not arranged the same, and they are not can perform, they cannot perform same function also. Okay, next, have you noticed that the cells are in group in both activities? Yes, in both activities we can observe the cells can perform they are grouped. Okay, so that's why we can say that are tissues. What can we infer from the above activities? They are arranged group. That means almost all we can see some cells together. So that's why the group of cells here we can say what? Tissues. Okay, here next one more activity is given, that is activity for cells in root tip. Cells in root tip. For this we need one onion bulb, one plastic or disposable glass. For this we need disposable glass and one onion bulb. So first of all, that make sure that the onion bulb must have some roots. Okay. For this activity you have to fill the glass, disposable glass with water, and again keep one onion bulb just like this as shown in the figure. Okay. The roots has to be inside of the water. Okay, and again put the bulb on the mouth of the bottle, okay, which you already took water in it. Okay, observe the growth of roots for few days. Okay, after few days the growth of roots takes place. Later you take one root from it and again take the root tip and again take a slide and keep the root tip on the slide and cover it with a cover slip. Okay, and press that one with the help of needle or brush. Why? To spread the material throughout the cover slip. Okay, then again keep under the microscope and observe it under the microscope. So in this activity also you have to use water and a glycerin. So here, so before that pressing with the needle, you have to add 1 drop of water and 1 drop of glycerin to it. Excess water you have to remove with the blotting paper and keep under the microscope and observe. First of all, you have to take the root tip and keep on the slide, and again you have to add 1 drop of water, 1 drop of glycerin and cover it with cover slip and press it with the needle or with the brush and remove the excess water with the help of blotting paper and again observe under the microscope. So then you can see like this picture. So in this picture, so you can see different cells. In the edges, the cells are different. In the middle of the root tip, the cells are different, and end of the root, the cells are different. You can observe this type of cell arrangement in the observation of root. Okay, so here are all cells similar? No. Okay, the cells are different in the root tip also. How is the arrangement of cells? The arrangement of cells are different there. Okay, difference is there. Okay, so here one more activity is given. Activity 5, growing roots. So take the onion used in the previous activity and mark the cut and end of the roots with the permanent marker. Okay, mark the cut end of the roots with a permanent marker. Put the onion bulb on the mouth of the bottle in the same way as did in the previous activity. Leave the setup for at least for 5 days. And in the glass, so that roots are submerged in the water. That means the growth may take place. Did all the roots grow in the same manner? What happened to the roots which had been cut off? That you have to observe here. So you have to do at your home this experiment. Not this observation under the microscope, you can't do at home, but you can see the growth of roots in the onion bulb. Okay, so here you can see that the growth of roots are different in that onion bulb, that are not same size growth. Okay, so here we have given the picture about this one. Okay, in next class we are going to learn about the meristematic tissues. So the different tissues present in the leaves and in stem and in plant body, where they are. Okay, different tissues and what are they. So especially the meristematic tissue we are going to learn in next class.